Going to be breaking down the Alabama-Georgia game. I'm excited about the game. I'm excited that Georgia's, back-to-back years in the SEC title game. I think we have a really good team. I think we got a really young team going up against a really talented Alabama team, especially on the offensive side of the ball. So, I've got two situations in my head right now how I think this game could go. But after doing all this research on these stats and watching both teams closely, it's a little bit of a reality check. It's going to be extremely hard for Georgia to win this game. The only thing that really gives me hope is the West is a little bit down this year, and the East played a little bit better than the West this year. Other than that, though, Alabama dominated everybody they played. We dicked around with some of the people we played, got blown out by LSU, took a couple of quarters off here and there. But the good thing is we played our best 5 games, the last 5 games. So, you know what I mean? It's just going to be tough. We got to go in there and play our best game. I've been saying this for a long, long time now. We've got to get, what I said was at the Florida game, we've got to get better over the next 5 weeks, and we've got to go into the Alabama game with a healthy offensive line. The same 5 guys had to play the Georgia Tech game as playing tomorrow, and we've got to keep improving. The young guys had to improve, had to get faster. We cannot have blown assignments. None. No blown assignments. We cannot give this game away. Have to have under 50 yards of penalties. We have to be +3 in the turnover margin. Have to play good special teams. This stuff has just got to get done. It has got to. It's not optional. We cannot play a sloppy game. We cannot go in here looking timid. This is not the game to come in here with a timid-ass game plan. I'm going to get to who's going to win tomorrow. I'm not giving a score prediction tonight. I'm still thinking about it. Alabama defense being good, I told y'all. I told everybody that defense was going to come around. Everybody wanted to make fun of them at the beginning of the week or at the beginning of the year, and what do you know? Turns out that defense came on towards the end of the season there. Now, they have been kind of susceptible against the run. We'll see. That's one of my keys to the game. The 2 keys to this game for me is Georgia going to be able to run the ball down their throats, and are we going to be able to run on them, and are we going to be able to get a pass rush? Are we going to be able to get a pass rush? That is going to be a key to this game. We cannot let Tua sit back there all day long and pick apart our secondary. As good of a secondary as we have, we cannot let him pick apart our secondary, man. If I'm the coach, I'm sending the house. I am bringing as many as 8 guys on some plays. I'm getting him into 3rd and 9. When I get him into 3rd and 9, I am bringing everybody and putting a hit on this guy. I don't give a damn if it costs me a touchdown. I'm letting Tua know that we're coming to play. Getting into some stats. Points per game. UGA, 40.1 points per game. Alabama, 49 points per game. Total points on the season, 481 for the Dogs, 588 for Alabama. Yards per rush, UGA, 6.2. Alabama, 5.3. Pass yards total on the season, 2,652 for the Dogs. Alabama, 3,985. Jesus Christ. Punt return. I thought the Dogs were going to be better in this one. Turns out they're not. Punt return average, 17.5 for the Dogs, 23.48 for Alabama. 3rd down conversions. Dogs are converting on 49.62% of their 3rd downs. Alabama's converting on 53% of their 3rd downs. Opponent 3rd down. UGA's giving up 31%. Alabama's giving up 30%, so dead even on that one. Red zone success. UGA is 90% successful scoring points in the red zone. Bama's 84%. Look, when we get down in the red zone in this game, we have got to score from the 2. I am telling you right now, we're going to be at the 2 or 3 and have multiple plays. Get the ball in the end zone in this game. I don't give a damn what it takes or how creative you got to get. Get Swift or Ridley or Holloman. These score touchdowns in the red zone. Score a touchdown from the 2. Look, and don't do no stupid shit like some bullshit from the 3-yard line and go for it on 4th down and not get points early. Take your points if it's early, but man, Chaney's got to find a way to get our guys in the end zone from the 2-yard line this game. That just is what it is. I don't want to hear anything different on it. Get in the end zone from the 2. Turnover margin. UGA's +3, and I've been going crazy about this for weeks now too. I said, This is the third week in a row I've said we've got to get up past +3 going into this game, and we haven't. We're still only +3 in turnovers. Bama's +10 on the season in turnovers. Interceptions. UGA has gotten 6 interceptions on the season. Alabama's picked their teams off 14 times. Fumbles. UGA's forced 9 fumbles. Alabama's forced 7. Fromm's thrown 5 picks. Pineapple's thrown 4. UGA's lost 7 fumbles. Alabama's lost 7 fumbles. We've got to be +3 turnovers in this game. I'm not budging. I'm not going down to 2. I said 3. However many weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, I'm standing by that. We've got to be +3 turnovers. Got to be +3. Sacks. Sacks, sacks, sacks. Man, I've been going crazy about this one too. Why we can't have a pass rush with the number 6, 3, and 1 recruiting class of the past 3 years is beyond me. It makes no sense. It's unacceptable. I'm not going to go crazy about it this time. I've been doing that leading up to this. UGA's got 20 sacks on the year. Alabama's got 40 sacks on the season. 40. Double what we got. DeAndre Walker leads our team with 6.5. Tay Crowder's got 1.5. Rochester's got 1.5. Big Jordan Davis has saved our ass in the middle this year. 1.5 on the season. We've given up 16 sacks on the year. Bama. Isaiah Buggs, 9.5 sacks on the season. Christian Miller, 7.5 sacks on the season. Quentin Williams, 7 on the season. Anthony Jennings, 4.5 on the season. Look, 3 guys on Bama's team got more sacks than DeAndre Walker. You know what I mean? We haven't. I'm not saying that we've been hiding our pass rush this season. I just don't think we have one. Kirby and Mel Tucker have got to dial up a game plan where we get pressure on Tua and sack him and get his ass on the ground violently. Violence. This is a game for people that like to hit people. Tua signed up to play football. I'm not saying hit Tua dirty, but get his ass on the ground and slam his ass on the ground. I don't give a damn, man. This isn't the game for softness or anything like that. You've got to come, and I want to hear pads popping when Tua gets hit, man. That just is what it is. There's just no room for any of you. And I think the Dogs are going to do it. Let me tell you this. I'm not going to give you a score prediction in this, but we're going to be up at halftime. I think this is how this game's going to go. I think we are going to come out on fire. I think we're going to score 21 in the first half. I think our defense is going to play good. I think we're going to get home on some blitzes in the first half, have a couple of sacks. I think Bama's going to score 14 in the first half. The referee thing, I don't think the refs are out to get UGA. I don't think the refs are being paid by Alabama or anything like that. That's just ridiculous to even think. But Bama gets the calls just like LeBron gets calls, just like Kobe Bryant got calls, just like Jordan got calls, just like the Patriots get calls, man. The best teams always seem to get the best calls, and that just is what it is. Georgia knows it. You got to overcome that if you're going to beat them. You know what I mean? Just put that into the game plan, man, that you're going to have to overcome a couple of bad calls. And I think that we know that, and I think that we will. Scoring offense, Alabama's 2nd. UGA's 13th. Scoring defense, UGA's 10th. Alabama's 3rd. Passing offense, surprisingly, Georgia's 5th. Imagine that, Bama's 1st. Man, I mean, it's going to be close, man. It's going to be close. Can Georgia finish this time is really what this boils down to. How is Georgia going to act coming out of halftime when Bama rallies and comes back and scores some points? Because you know that they're going to. Our defense is not going to play a perfect game. We're going to get burned. We're going to come with some pressure. We're going to get burned on some passes. I already know that. But how's the team mentally going to respond if Alabama comes back and takes the lead in the second half? That's what I want to see. If some calls go against us and we take some bad penalties, how's the team mentally going to respond if are they going to let the game slip away from them again? Or are we just going to come out? There's a chance we can come out and be able to run the ball down their throats, average 7 yards a rush, Swift get a couple of touchdowns and 150 yards, and Holyfield do his thing. If we can run the ball on them, they're in huge trouble because I think our receivers are going to be open. I think we're going to hit some pass plays. I think Bama's going to pick us off once maybe or have a fumble or something. I can't see them not causing any turnovers. Our special teams has got to play better than Bama's special teams. We've got to win that. We've got to win the turnover battle. We've got to win the sack battle. For everyone that thinks sacks don't matter, I'm done on the sacks thing. We got to win. We got to have more sacks than Alabama. We've got to keep Fromm up. We've got to win the rushing battle. Got to have under 50 yards of penalties. Can't be jumping off sides or any bullshit like that. No delay of games. None of that. Man, you just got to come out and play your best game. I think the coaches have got them ready. Georgia's been working for this moment right here to beat Alabama since that game ended last year. Kirby Smart, if you haven't noticed, man, this guy takes stuff personal. If you see him getting this team fired up in practice, he cusses more than I do. For anyone that has a problem with me cussing, you're just going to have to get over it. Our head coach cusses too. He's fired up. He wants to win the game. Just as bad as we all want to win the game, Kirby Smart wants to win it worse than all of us do. You know what I mean? That had to hurt last year. Putting in work day in and day out in the weight room, in these meetings, and getting beat like that, man, it's got to hurt. They want revenge on this loss. I think they've worked all year for this moment. I think a ton of game planning, not just this week, not just last week, all off-season game planning went into this game. We have been studying Tua all season long for this game. We've got to pick him off a couple of times. Let's get him uncomfortable with our pass rush, with our blitz, and let's see how he plays after taking a couple of hits and throwing a couple of interceptions. That's really what it's going to be, man. Alabama just as easily could take over this game and cover the spread. I'm telling y'all. They are very good. They lead these stats in almost every category, I think, but 3. So even though the West is a little bit down and the East played better this year, I'm telling you, they're going to play us different than they played Mississippi State where they looked sloppy. The Citadel game, the halftime thing, man, they were probably sleepwalking through that game. If you think Bama's not getting up for this game, you done lost your damn mind. If you think Nick Saban hadn't got Alabama ready to play this game, they know they know we're a threat. They know if they don't hold on and win this game, this could possibly be where the tide turns in the SEC and Georgia starts taking over the SEC and where Saban, you know what I mean? This is kind of the end if he loses this. If he loses this and Georgia continues to out-recruit Alabama, dude, it's over. It's over. And it's just like a trend, man. Whatever hip-hop artist or basketball player goes way up, they go way up. They stay at the top for a certain amount of years, and man, then they come down. Look at Lil Wayne. Look at the end of Kobe Bryant's career. Look at how nobody watches the Lakers when Kobe left. You know what I mean? Bama went up, 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 maintain. They've got to fall eventually. They have got to come down eventually. It's going to be Georgia that's going to do it. Are they going to do it tomorrow, or is it going to take a little bit more time? There's no shame in it taking a little bit more time. Alabama's been doing this and recruiting at this level and coaching at this level and pushing themselves for 10 years in a row. This is Kirby Smart's 3rd year. Kirby Smart doesn't have any seniors that he's recruited yet. Nick Saban has put out damn near 3 classes of seniors. Sent multiple people to the NFL, probably hundreds to the NFL. This culture at Alabama, this winning culture, has been implemented. I'm telling y'all, if you watch that Rolling with the Tide series, the drills that they are doing, man, are 10 years advanced from what everybody else is doing. I'm telling y'all. Go watch that Rolling with the Tide and look at the shit that these guys are doing. Saban, man, this guy sits down. I don't think he sleeps. Everybody bitches at Trump for sleeping 4 hours a night. Saban, I'm telling you, doesn't sleep. This guy sits there and thinks of drills that they can do that nobody else is doing. They know. They know we're on that ass. They know everybody is hiring an Alabama assistant coach trying to find out what the fuck is Alabama doing to be this good for so damn long. They know that. That's why they keep pushing themselves to play at such a high level. That's why when Alabama's whooping Citadel's ass by 50 points, their players are still going all out, showing no mercy. If you're not giving 150% against Citadel when you're up 50, your spot's getting taken, bro. That's why I lose my damn mind on the Dogs when they take plays off when the game is still on the line against Florida. That's why I'm so hard on them. That's why I bitch about not having a pass rush. Because look, and my battery's about to die, so I got to get off of here in a second. Look, when the Falcons and the Dogs lose games against Alabama, It's because they don't hold themselves accountable against teams like fucking Vanderbilt and Tampa Bay. I'm telling y'all, this Bama team and that Patriots team pushes themselves no matter what, year round, no matter who the opponent, no matter if they feel like it, if they feel bad, if their girlfriend broke up with them, if they totaled their car, it does not matter. Football comes first and is number one, and that's it. That is the only thing on these people's minds. So the Dogs have to match that mentality. When we take a quarter off against Vanderbilt, Jesus Christ, I'm going to die before the game starts. When we take a quarter off against Vanderbilt, that gives us less of a chance to beat Alabama. I'm just telling you straight up, man. That's why I lose my damn mind about that. And I'm losing my voice, so I got to go. The score prediction video will be out tomorrow. I'm going to get up and do it early. Dogs, come out and play your best game. Don't play scared, Chaney. Don't come with some weak-ass, soft-ass, scared-ass game plan. Be aggressive from the jump. This is the thing, man. If you're going into a fight against someone that's just as talented as you, just as fast as you, just as big as you, man, you got to go in there swinging and do not stop swinging no matter what. You really don't even worry about being hit. You just swing. You just hit to draw blood, and that is it. You just go in there with your head down, throwing punches, no matter what. You swing until you cannot swing anymore. That's what the Dogs got to come out and do, man. Come out and be the bully and pop these boys in the mouth and see how the fuck they play then. Bust them in the nose early. Get up 21 and put the pressure on and keep your foot on the gas pedal this time, Chaney. And let's see how Alabama and Tua respond then when they got to pass every down. How's Tua going to play when he's got to pass on first, second, and third down and our pass rush is teeing off on him and he knows he's going to get popped when he lets that ball go? He ain't had that kind of pressure all year. Put him in that situation, come out, play fired up, bully the bully, be more physical, do not blow an assignment, have less penalties, win the turnover battle, play better special teams, and hope the ball bounces your way. Beat the officials too. Beat the damn officials too, man. That's just it. You got to overcome everything. You just come out and play like you've got nothing to lose. Because you lose this game, you're going to the Citrus Bowl or some bullshit. And that's just it, man. Come out and play to win. That's what I want to see tomorrow. If you lose trying your best, you know what? It's tough to beat this team, man. We've got a young team. They've got a young team. Just come out and play your best and be aggressive and never stop swinging and do not quit. And let's see what happens. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll do the video and the score prediction in the morning. I had to get this out of the way. For y'all that think that I have slept this week, that wasn't a joke. I've slept maybe 5 hours this week. I cannot help it. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good one. Go Dogs.